Welcome to Joy Fido International. My name is Joy Fido, and today I'm coming to you as usual with things that will help and support you and guide you, because we've been there and done that, and we've bought a t-shirt and we've done it. So welcome on board. So you might notice that I look a bit tired. My hair needs a bit of attention, but that's because I've been working so hard and it's been continuous work. Now, why is this such a big thing that I'm bringing across to you today? I get so many calls, people calling and thanking me for sharing my experiences, for sharing my knowledge, for sharing the skills we have here, and how much impact is made on their life. And the idea hit me. So I come across and I share these things, and I keep thinking maybe I'm just talking to myself, maybe no one's hearing me out there. But when I get these calls, it really gives me strength. It gives me that willingness, that happiness, that excitement to come back more and keep sharing more and more things with you. Because if it's actually touching your lives and it's helping you to make differences in your life, then why not? It's a good thing. So I should keep sharing. And that's why I will come today to give you some more guidance, things that will help change whatever situation you find yourself in. So our question today, which is our topic, is, do you find you're wasting your life, giving excuses for things that are not happening the way you want them to happen? Or more like, what I actually want to say to you is, don't waste your life giving excuses in order to better your life. Because there's so many of us out there that will look for any reason why we shouldn't do what we should do. And you will find that deep down in you, you know what is right. But you're really out there just looking for something that shouldn't make that happen. So we're going to break that down today, and we're going to see how we can help to make you look at that thing again, to make you change the way you've been thinking, to make you start changing things in your life. Now, Joy Fido International is a part of our business where we try to help you take actions that change things in your life. This is the part of our business where we try to inspire you, make you see things differently. This is the part of our business where I prefer to call it personal development or personal growth. Now, the reason I love sharing a bit about personal development is I know that years back, when I started my journey in running my own business, this was the part of me that really did change everything for me. Because it's all in our head, who we are and what we become. And if you keep dealing with life the way life really is, which is there'll be obstacles, there'll be smooth sailing, there'll be pains, there'll be struggles, what you're going to end up doing is you will easily get frustrated. You will easily give up. And I know lots of people who want to try something, and what happens? They quickly give up because there was a little obstacle on the way. Now, when you go into personal development or NLP, which is the course that I took, neuro-linguistic programming, what you find is nothing out there should surprise you or put you off or stop you. You should actually be unstoppable. You should be that kind of person who wants to do something, get really hungry for that something, and just goes out there and gets it. Now, I know most times when I say these things, I end up speaking to just a few people, because there's so many more who would rather be laid back and wait for things to happen, and there are just a few who are what I prefer to call the go-getters. And whenever they want to do something, they don't mind whatever's trying to stop them. They just go ahead and get it. So the message is, if you are willing and ready to do something, don't ever imagine there's always going to be smooth sailing. Don't ever imagine that there will never be an obstacle on the way. Just always mentally take it on that whatever it is that's trying to stop me will not get me. I'm going to go there and I'm going to get it. So this is where Joyfido International comes in. This is where I love to share that part of experience that I've had over time, or knowledge that I've acquired over time, to share it with you, because I know there's so many people out there who have the most amazing ideas of what they want to do, great dreams of what they want to achieve, and then one little thing happens and they stop. And they say, no, I can't do it. I was going to do it, but because. So that because is what I call the excuses. And today we're going to try and break down the excuses so that whatever it is you've been dreaming of, you can actually go out there and achieve it. So big question now is, have you ever wanted to buy something or have something, and then you realized, oh no, I can't afford that thing, or I'm not able to buy that thing? Now, if you find that's the position you are in, what is really stopping you from actually achieving that thing that you want to achieve, or to buy that thing that you want to buy? These are questions that are very important, because for me, Joyfido International idea that I set up was what I prefer to call wealth creation or wealth ministry. Why? Because I know that most of us out there, the biggest thing stopping us is, how do I have money to do the things I want to do? And there's a big difference out there in the open world of the haves and the have-nots. And so many of us, with all the confidence in the world that we could find, the minute it comes down to money, we're lost. We have the dream, we have the idea, but I don't have the money. Okay, that's it. I'm not going to go do that thing again. And so there's something somebody said recently, and I listened to it and it really touched me. He said, let your test be your testimony. And one of my pastors used to say, let your experience be your ministry. And I love those words, because they're saying the same thing. So my experience is my ministry, and that's why my ministry is helping you to create wealth. My ministry is helping you to find that money that you don't have. And why? Because my experience has been in a position where I did not have any money. Not that I've never had money. Of course I've had lots of money in the past. But what happened? I lost it all. And so when I lost it all, I got to that position where I began to question God and like, why is this happening to me? But looking back now, I know why it happened to me. It happened to me because I was being put in that position to experience it so that I could actually share it with people. And so I'm sharing with people out there who are struggling to find money to make ends meet. Why? Because I have been in that position. And so when I speak it from my heart, somebody out there will listen and say, yes, she knows what she's talking about. And so my experience now became my ministry, which is helping you to achieve money, helping you to create money. And my test of losing money is my testimony today, where I can talk to you about making money to help your life. So what is stopping you to take action? And why is today's topic about excuses? Excuses is one of the worst things that could happen to any of us. It's one of our worst enemies. I know there's so many enemies out there, but excuses is one of the ones that really I don't like. And this I take on board with my children, with my friends, with anybody that comes around me, with my students, with my clients. I don't want to hear excuses. I want you to find a solution all the time. I got people calling me recently, and the story is, I have 4 children, my husband's nearly losing his job, and so I don't have any money to take on a course. And I call that procrastination. You really want to change something in your life, you will find a reason to make it happen. you will find a solution. I give you examples of the excuses that I hear all the time, just like the statement I've given. So you hear people hide under, I call them hiding. You just want to hide under something. So you hide under, oh, but I have children and so I can't go out there and do something to help my life. I have children too. But I tell you what happened with me. My children were actually the reason I had to go out there to find something to better my life. Because my worry was, so if this is today, what will happen tomorrow to my children if I don't have anything to give them? And that was what actually motivated me to go out there and find whatever it takes to make me create a good life for my children. So don't be one of those people who hide under their children to find a reason why they shouldn't do what they need to do. Use your children as your big motivating reason. My children are here with me. I need to create a better life for them. And so whatever it takes that will help you achieve something, go out there and keep reminding yourself, I have children and I have to protect their future. Stop using your children as your excuse. The next reason I hear, or excuse, I have a husband who doesn't care, or my husband doesn't want to support me. And that's for us women. Or sometimes it could be the other way around. A man says, my wife is not supporting me. But let's deal with a woman, because I'm a woman. And I tell you, that's one of the biggest reasons I went into business as well. Okay, so what if your husband doesn't have the kind of dreams that you have? And I know there's so many men out there who don't dream like their wives. Yes, because unfortunately for us, we are all different human beings. You may have been married to somebody, husband and wife. But what makes your personality is different from your husband's personality. And there are so many people out there who have laid back attitude, and then you have the one who's like, go out there, get it attitude. And so if you now happen to be teamed up with this laid back man, and you are a bit like the outgoing one out there, go get it. And he keeps holding you back. Oh, no, don't do it. Oh, no, that's not the right time. Oh, no, we can't afford that. We can't do this, we can't do that. Especially for a woman. Remember they say we have that gut feeling. And we have what they call intuition. And we can mix so many things together. That's a woman talking to another woman. So I want you to go inside yourself, delve back into your spirit, and find that fighting spirit that you have that made you who you are. And don't allow anything to stop you when you know deep down in your gut, that gut feeling, that what you're thinking about is the right thing. Don't let your husband stop you. Most husbands out there who have a laid-back attitude, what happens is, the minute you've achieved it, he will be happy with you. He's not going to remember that he was actually stopping you from achieving or going out there to get it. And I keep hearing people go, oh, but I'm still waiting for him to give me the money to go and do it. But you know what you want to do. You're still waiting to be given the money to go and do it. I've told you my story over and over. How I got the money that helped me to go and take a course. And I knew exactly what I was going to do. At that time, my husband wasn't dreaming the same dream with me. And so he didn't see it. Now, there's something they call vision. If the person you're trying to tell what you are visualizing is not in your head, you cannot describe that thing any clearer than you could possibly do. He will not see it, or she will not see it. So it's for you to try and bring that thing in your head to reality, and then everything changes. So if you keep leaving your ideas in your head and you're thinking, but I've explained to him, he says he doesn't understand what I'm saying. Oh, I don't know what else to do. it's never going to happen because he's not visualizing with you. So you need to put your vision into reality. And so if you find that he's not going to give you money, he's not going to support you, he's not going to, just find a way as a woman to deal with this situation. Because that dream being in your head had a reason for being there. Is for you to bring it to life. So do something about it and stop using your husband as your excuse. And the other excuse is my friends. Oh, my friends think it's not a great idea that I should do this. I've actually asked my friends and they think, oh no, what I'm thinking is not right. And are your friends you? Sometimes your friends may just be outrightly jealous of you. I've heard so many stories of where someone, went to her friend and talked about an idea, and the friend turned around, initially telling her off how it's not going to make any sense and all of that. And the friend turned around and did exactly what she told her. And I read places where they say, be careful who you share your dreams with. Two things may happen. They may either be absolutely jealous of the idea and destroy it, or they may just go around and steal the idea and use it. Now, it's very rare to understand the kind of people around you. I mean, I'm not saying everybody around you is bad, but most times we don't know what's in the person's mind towards you. They might look all friendly and all nice and all smiles and all everything great. But how do you judge the right friend? So it's something you need to think really long and hard about. And so if you know, we've talked about the gut, if you know deep down in your gut that what you're thinking, this is really something that's going to work for me, go ahead and do it. And I will not stop talking about vision because I happen to be a very visionary person. I can visualize something to the point of where it's happening. I can smell what it is. I can taste what it is. I can tell from just looking into my head to say, this is what I want to do. And I could take it to the last point. To the point that when I bring it into reality, it's happening exactly how I thought it in my head. So if you are that kind of visionary person, don't let anyone, you created that dream clearly in your head and someone comes and says, oh no, it's not going to work. How do they know how you created it in your head? Don't use your friends as your excuse. So we have the other excuse being my parents. My mom said this, my dad said that, my uncle said that, and my auntie said that. So same as your friends, same as your husband, same as your wife, why would you expect your parents to understand the human being in you? Okay, I have kids and they tell me things and I try to dream with them and I say to them, could you break it down for me? Could you tell me exactly how you want to go about this? And I ask them their opinion. Why is this thing going to make sense to you? Why do you see it as this is what you should be doing? So by the time you break it down as a parent to a child, they might see some of the obstacles they never saw before. But if you've been the child, now you chatter with your mom, you chatter with your dad, and the only thing they come across to you is no. And you say to them, but why are you saying no? And they have no reason for saying no. Now, trust me, times like that is down to you to do what you think is best for you. Why? It is your life. And this is something I read over and over. From the minute a child is born, that child is complete. That's how nature made all of us. To the point that you see some children, their mother die at birth, and this child will grow and become something great without a mother. I've heard of cases where there was an accident on the way and both parents died and the child survived. That child grew up to become something great. I mean, I'm an example. My mom died when I was really young and my dad died immediately after university. That did not stop me from being who I am today. So we are all independent people. We have relationships with our family, with our husband, with our wives, with our children, But that should not be what should stop you from being who you are. And one of the biggest things I always try to tell people is we all have a mission on this earth. We have a purpose. Don't tie your purpose to somebody else. Don't tie your purpose to your children. Tie your purpose. And I've seen mothers who just sit down, do nothing because they have children. I know someone who had 7 kids, and this woman would not leave home because she has 7 kids. These 7 kids grew up and never respected her anymore. Why? Because she never did anything about her own life. And she just thought all she had to do was hang around and wait for these kids. And have you heard about that term empty nest? Where parents are sitting there looking after children. The children grow up and they leave home and the house is empty and they become absolutely useless because they don't know where to start from. They've left it for too long. You don't want that. You are an individual. You may have parents, you may have friends, you may have everything. At the end of it all, it is down to you. It's about you. It's about your mission on this earth. It's about your purpose on this earth. And one thing I want you to take on too is remember that life is too short. So if you waste it excusing yourself, you end up going back to your Creator with nothing to tell Him. Other excuses are, I don't have any money. I think that's the biggest of them all. After children, or before children. Lots of people out there have so many dreams of businesses they could be doing. I would have loved to do this, and I would have loved to do that, and I would have loved, and it's just loved. What is stopping you? Because I don't have any money. I just told you my experience and my test. I lost everything. But now I've been able to claw back myself back to life. And it's all down to my personality. Because I'm the kind of person who will never sit idle. I don't sit idle. Everybody that knows me know that I'm always up to something, and that's when my hands are not in too many pies. Reason being, they say we are experts at so many things. And I've talked about how we're created with a purpose. Now, this is one thing I found out again. God created us complete in the sense of He gave us everything that will care for us on this earth. And one of the biggest one I like to tell everyone is our 2 hands. So you're sitting down there waiting to get a job. Why? But you've got 2 hands. There's so much you can do with your hands. And I am a witness to that. I'm a clear testimony to the fact that your hands can be everything you're looking for. I went to college, I went to university, I did all the things that academics would do. But today, it's mostly my hands that's bringing me income. And people who knew me way back then would never have imagined that I would fall back on my hands instead of just my head. And that's why I don't see why anyone should sit out there with 2 hands intact and say to me, I don't have a job. What kind of job are you looking for? The people who have this job that you want to go and work with, did they not do something about creating that job? What if you become the one creating jobs for people? And I don't like to hear because there is no money. I was saying to some friends the other day, when I first moved to England, the first things I did was to look for charities to work for. Charities are people you work for free. They don't pay you anything, but you help them out. But you know what's funny? You think you're helping them and you think they're not giving you any money, but you're actually helping yourself. Helping yourself in the sense you're gaining knowledge and you're gaining experience. If you now use the experience you get from working for charities to now go and seek a job, you will get a job just like that. And every time I hear people say, but I've looked for a job for so long. And I say, how many charities have you contributed your time to? No. Why? Because all you want is someone to put money in your pocket? How about you give something out first? So it's called give and take. And that's what life is all about. You give something and you get something in return. So when people sit out there and desperately write applications to a million places looking for jobs, number one, they will not call you if you don't have any experience. That's the honest truth about employment. So how do you get experience? People ask me that all the time. Because years back when I was searching for jobs out there, I knew the trick and I used all of them. And it worked for me. I never ever sat out there, never ever not working. It never happened. Because I knew that all I needed was experience. And so I did all I could to find experience. That's the first thing for me. I mean, years back when I started teaching, which is the training that I offer, I started teaching with the council, with the local council. And for 6 months I worked with them. I wasn't paid. And everyone who knew me then was surprised. Why would you work without being paid? My paperwork was still being sorted out. And so somehow, for whatever reasons, they kept losing my paper. But you know why? I was important. Because I knew I was gaining experience of teaching. Prior to that time, I'd never taught before. And so an opportunity to teach made me feel good. And I knew I was going to take that knowledge to the next level. So I was happy to do it free. And that's how it works. You have to give something to get something. So if there's any message you get out of this today, give something to get something. And the same applies, bringing you back to what we do, which is our training. I have here with me a training pack. A training pack that's full of 30 DVDs. And what am I giving you with this? I'm giving you skill. I'm giving you skill that I prefer to call employment. I'm giving you employment. This is a job. Because when you take on this job that I'm giving you, you are going to earn over $2,400. I'm talking dollars in a month. And how do I know that? And that is guaranteed if you start charging $100 a day. So if you get good at what I'm going to show you in this, which is 30 different DVDs, 21 different skills with your hands, and you charge $100 a day in a month, you work 24 days. So the rest 4 days is free. So we're assuming this is a 28-day month. So 24 days you work, 1 day a week is free. So 4 days a week, you're free doing nothing, relaxing, resting. $100 times 24, $2,400. That's the kind of job I'm giving you. How many jobs will pay you that? Because I want you to change your thinking. If you get this, let's pretend to yourself that you've been applying for jobs and you found this place, they're ready to give you this job, and they say to you they're going to pay you $2,400 a month. All you will be saying to them is, so what would I be doing to earn that kind of money? So what I would then say to you is, you're going to be braiding people's hair, you're going to be stitching weaves for them, you're going to be adding extensions to their hair, you're going to be cornrowing their hair, you're going to be giving them afro kinky hairstyle, but every day I want you to just charge $100. Guaranteed, you're going to earn $2,400. And I'm going to come out with a video that I'll teach you how to grow your business, how to make it go the next level, how to attract the clients you want. Now with this job that I've given you, you cannot charge less than $100, but you can charge more. And I know of people who charge $500 for some of the things they can do, $200 for some of the things they can do. So can you see how easy this is? That you can achieve the result we're talking about? Why would I tell you this? Because I do it. And because I earn money from what I do. So I'm happy to share this knowledge with you And that's why I come to you every day to guide you. Because I don't want to see you sitting down there struggling, suffering, no job, no money. I want to buy things, I can't get it. There is no money. There is money. And it's down to you and your excuses. So you guys the ones who go under the excuse, I'm too young. I'm too young. One of my best students that I know is flying ahead every day came to me at the age of 18. 18 years old, and she is doing amazingly well. Amazingly well. Sells her hair extensions, her wigs, over £1,000, $1,000, and people are buying it from all over the world, from guidance that I gave. So, how young could you possibly be? You know the person who created Facebook, he was only 16 when he created Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. So, how young do you want to be? And all the celebrity footballers you can think about, some of them started at the age of 11. Why do you think you're too young to get on with your life? All I can see is too young is a fantastic excuse, so let me hide on that. I'm still young. But what's funny is these same young people, because I have teenagers, trust me, these same young people, when it suits them, they want to be adults. When they go out and you say to them, could you come back home early? They say to you, no, you're not letting me have fun with my friends. So this young person who cannot go out there and make money or run a business is not young enough now to come home when the mom says come home. So being too young is not a good excuse, so find another one. And then you hear the ones who say, I'm too fat so I can't get up. But then it's good for you to get up, because the more you get up, the more you're going to burn the fat. Oh, I'm too skinny, my friends will laugh at me. Why do you hang everything around people? Why do you sit back and wait for people to give you an opinion about you before you believe in yourself? So what I'm guiding you about is, it's all down to you to believe you, to move you to the next level. And I want you to throw out all the excuses, because people have tried it over the years and it didn't get them anywhere. I want you to remember that life is too short. And I want you to remind yourself that you can have your own heaven here on earth. Start with here. Don't be one of those people. I'm a Christian and I believe wholeheartedly in my God, my Creator, and His purpose for me. And that's why I'm here inspiring you, because these are the messages He gives me. Go out there and tell these people they need to sit up, get up, do what they need to do to change their life. These are messages I get, and that's why I can come to you and talk to you about these things. But you get, some of us Christians will sit down and wait and do nothing, and you say, because the Bible said so. And I always want to ask such people, did you also read in a place in the Bible where God will help those who help themselves? Because if you want to sit down and do nothing, and you're waiting for God to come from heaven and help you, then you haven't helped God. You help God when you get up to do something and you say, God, support what I've done. Guide me with what I've done. Give me your blessings with what I've done. And that's when God will help you. So you have to get up and help yourself. And stop relying on what people are telling you. So this is just a short video. And you know me, when I say short, I mean short. Because our videos are usually so long. Why? Because so much comes to my head and I just want to share and share and share. But really tired, being busy, so busy, there's barely time to sit down now and chat with you. So when I do finally agree to pull myself together from my busy schedule to sit and chat with you, I have a lot of message to share, and that's why I had to do this today. So again, these are the DVDs, individual DVDs. So if you find that the program we've created, we hear people telling us, oh, but it's still expensive. What we are saying to you is, if you pay $150 in a month, we will send you these videos to start working with. And if what I've just explained to you, $2,400 is what you're going to get, and all you have to contribute to me is $150. I don't know how hard that is. So $2,400, take away $150. That's where we are. Because like we said, it's give and take. I'm giving you something, you give me something back. And I'm giving you what will help your life. I'm giving you something that will be yours forever. You gain this skill, that's it. That's how I have skill. The skills in my hand are mine. No one can come and take it from me again unless my God says, you know what, enough, you come back home. Then it goes with me. But I don't want to take the skill back home to God without sharing it with you. And that's why I've created things like this. So I don't have people saying to me, but you kept it to yourself. And trust me, I am one of those people, I know it, that is willing to share, because that's just who I am. That's my mission on this earth, to share what I know. And that's why I keep coming to you with so many things. There's still so many more coming. I'm talking about health. I'm talking about eating healthy. I'm talking about fashion. I'm talking about beauty. I'm talking about mental development or personal development. These are the things I know, and that's why I share them with you. So in the training part, in the skills part, and I'm saying to you, have something that puts something in your hand. Is the best way I can share what I know with you. And all you have to do is contribute just a little bit. And in another video we did, I explained to you how you can prepare yourself for this. So if you think it's too expensive to pay it one-off, and you're struggling to find the money, then go for the program we've created, $150. But you're aiming to make $2,400 a month. Please, don't hold yourself back anymore. Don't sit under any excuse anymore like the ones who, lined out. Take the action, do something about it, get on with this program, and change your life. And no longer be in that position where you want to buy something, you haven't got the money. Your children are hungry, you haven't got the money. You want to go on holiday? No, I can't. You want to buy a new car? I can't buy it. You want to pay your mortgage? I can't pay my mortgage. No more can't. I want you to start today with a can. And yes, you can. We have enough proof over the years of people we have given this skill and they've turned their life around. So we want you to turn your life around. So thank you for watching this video, and please stay in touch with us. Follow us on Instagram, Joy Fido or World of Braiding. On Twitter, World of Braiding. On Facebook, there's Joy Fido. There's so many things we do on Facebook. I want you to keep the messages coming. And please remember to subscribe, because there's so much we have to share with you. And we will not stop, because that's our mission. So thank you once more, and we'll see you in our next video.